Nobody saw this coming. Not the fans, not the cameras, and definitely not Dylan Wang himself. In a moment that has taken the internet completely by storm, Shen Yue did something so unexpected, so completely out of nowhere, that Dylan Wang was left standing there with absolutely nothing to say. And for a man who has never struggled to find his words, that silence said everything. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a moment like this one. Hit that button right now because things are only getting more intense from here. This is the kind of story that reminds you why the world fell so deeply in love with these two in the first place. From the moment Dylan Wang and Shen Yue first appeared on screen together, there was something undeniable between them. A chemistry so real, so electric, that millions of fans across the globe refused to believe it was just acting. And for years, that energy followed them off screen. Through the rumors, the public appearances, the stolen glances that cameras always somehow managed to catch. People have been watching these two like a live drama with no script, and this latest chapter might just be the most jaw-dropping one yet. Because here is the thing about Shen Yue. She has always been the quieter one. The one who smiles and lets Dylan do the talking. The one who keeps her feelings close, who moves through the public eye with a kind of graceful restraint that her fans absolutely adore. She is not the type to make sudden moves. She is not the type to catch anyone off guard. That is what made this moment so utterly stunning. That is what made the entire room go quiet. That is what left Dylan Wang, confident, charming, always ready Dylan Wang, completely and totally speechless. The details of exactly what happened have been spreading like wildfire across every platform, with fans dissecting every second of the footage, every expression that crossed Dylan's face, every breath Shen Yue took before she did what she did. People who have followed this pair through every high and every low are calling this the moment they never expected but somehow always needed to see. Longtime fans are emotional. New fans are completely obsessed. And everyone in between is hitting replay over and over again, trying to make sure they didn't imagine it. What makes this even more powerful is the timing. After everything that has been said and reported about where things stand between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue right now, after all the noise and the speculation and the headlines that had so many fans holding their breath, Shen Yue chose this moment to do something that nobody had scripted, nobody had predicted, and nobody will forget anytime soon. It landed differently because of everything that came before it. It hit harder because of all the silence that surrounded it. Dylan's reaction alone is worth every second of your attention. The look on his face is the kind of thing you cannot fake and cannot prepare for. There was a split second where you could see him searching for words, searching for composure, searching for some version of himself that knew how to respond to what was happening right in front of him. And he found nothing. Just that rare, wide-open silence that only comes when something genuinely reaches you, when something bypasses every wall you have built and gets straight to the center of you. Fans who have watched Dylan Wang for years say they have never seen him like that. Not in interviews, not on stage, not even in the most emotional scenes of his career. The man who always knows what to say simply had nothing, and somehow that nothing communicated more than any words ever could have. It was one of those moments that you recognize as real the second you see it, because no one performs speechless the way Dylan Wang looked speechless in that moment. Shen Yue, for her part, held herself with that same quiet strength she always carries, but there was something different in her eyes, something softer, something that looked a lot like certainty, like a woman who had made a decision and was completely at peace with it, regardless of how the world was going to react. She did not look nervous. She did not look like someone seeking approval. She looked like someone who finally said the thing that had been waiting to be said, and whatever Dylan Wang did with it was entirely up to him. That contrast between the two of them in that moment, her stillness and his visible undoing, is what has people everywhere completely losing their minds over this. It is a scene that plays out like the final episode of a drama you have been watching for years, the one where everything you hoped for and feared and cried over finally comes to a point. Except this is not a drama. There is no director, no script, no carefully planned emotional arc. This is real life, and that is exactly why it hits the way it does. The comment sections across every platform are overflowing right now. Some fans are crying, some are screaming, some have gone completely quiet because they do not even have the words to describe what watching that moment felt like. There is a specific kind of feeling that comes when you have invested years into hoping two people find their way to each other, and then something happens that makes you feel like maybe, just maybe, the universe is actually listening. That is the feeling that is washing over the dish in fandom right now, and it is massive. And the conversation is not slowing down. If anything, it is picking up speed with every hour that passes, with every new reaction video and every new breakdown thread, and every new fan who stumbles across the footage for the first time and immediately needs to talk to someone about it. This moment has taken on a life of its own, and it is pulling people in from every corner of the internet who have never followed Dylan Wang and Shen Yue before, but are suddenly very invested in everything that happens next. Because that is the question sitting in the air right now, heavy and electric and impossible to ignore. What happens next? After a reaction like Dylan's, after a move like Shen Yue's, after a moment this unguarded and this undeniable, where do these two go from here? The answer to that question is something every single person who watched that footage is desperate to know. And when that answer comes, you are going to want to be here for it. Stay close. This story is far from over.